What up guys, welcome to Australia, Bathurst, the home of the World Cross Country 2023. Normally this place is full of cars, but tomorrow there are going to be hundreds of athletes vying to become World Cross Country champion. As you can see, it's bloody hot. It's about 39 degrees. Today we're going to give you guys a little bit of a course preview, see what the athletes are in for tomorrow, and yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so this is obviously the start of the course. It's about a 180 metre hill. It's pretty steep, I would say, and it's really not a great surface. So there's a lot of these bumps, little bits of mud in there, and it'll get a lot worse as the day goes on. But they get right up to the top of the hill here, head back down, not too much of a downhill, but then they hit Bondi Beach, which is the first piece of sand that we have on the course. It is not too outrageous, but it should provide a little bit of challenge to the athletes as they go through it over and over again. Along this flat bit coming up, it's basically flat here. It is slightly on an angle, I guess, but not too bad. The athletes then get to the corner here, turn, go up the hill over a few bumps and rises before hitting this piece of bark here. Not too sure why there's some bark on the course. I don't know if it was intentional, but after that they head down this slight downhill here. It's pretty steep, this downhill, so it should be kind of interesting. Along another little bit of a flat portion here, not too much going on through this part of the course before hanging that big right hand turn and heading down to the first water station, and of course that beware of snake sign on the right. Definitely something that's needed out here in regional Australia. But they keep going around this big sweeping bend to the right here before heading down. This part's basically flat. It's a little bit uneven underfoot, but not too bad. Then they hit the mud pit. That is the Billabong. This section is muddy. As you can see, I kind of slipped over a little bit here. I couldn't get through it in my normal walking shoes. I had to scoot around the outside here. But straight after this Billabong piece is probably the biggest hill on the course. It heads straight up. You can't see the top from the bottom. It's pretty long and pretty steep. It's probably the worst part of the course, to be honest, in terms of difficulty. But they get right up to the top of it, go around what is affectionately known as the boomerang, right up the top here, before heading straight back down the hill. This is pretty steep downhill. And then they swing in to beautiful vines. These are all grapevines, wine vines, but there's definitely going to be no time to stop and taste the grapes as they head straight through this single file, I would say, tunnel of vines. There's definitely only one person per lane here. They get to the end of this tunnel, which is, honestly, it's quite long. It's probably about 200 meters long, and then they hang this right. This part of the course is, I don't really know, there's not too much going on. It's not too outrageous, too exciting. They do have this pretty quick switchback, I would say, where you turn left straight along this little path, and then I would say it's over a 90-degree turn. It's pretty sharp, this turn, and I'm imagining if people are flying along, it could be pretty interesting. Once they get round it though, that does open up onto this absolute wide expanse of a piece of course. This is by far the widest part of the course. I don't know if they're going to close it up anything more than what it is, but it is a long downhill. It's probably 250 to 300 meter downhill. They get to the bottom. They've got this weird dirt bike style track at the bottom here in case people are going too fast, and then they hit what is known as the chicane. So this is all race car tires. I am super interested to see how this goes later on in the race. I can imagine there's going to be some people trying to hurdle them, especially if it's tight at the front. You can definitely gain a few seconds there. But this is straight back up that starting hill again, just on the other side. They turn left and hit this little relay changeover point. So for that 4x2k relay, this is where that change happens, and obviously the right hand turn goes off for another lap, and the left hand turn here swings back down the hill and towards the finish line. This is that same hill that they climbed right at the start, so it's about 180 meters long to get down to the bottom of this. But once they get down there, they are pretty much home and hosed. It is right at the finish line now, and you can go put your feet up. So guys, that was the course. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, but for me,
That is one of the hardest courses we've ever seen at a World Cross Country. Add to the fact that it's going to be 40 degrees tomorrow, and it's going to be really interesting to see how all the athletes deal with both the conditions and the course. Make sure you guys come back tomorrow, because we're going to have coverage of everything that goes on tomorrow, right from the very start, right to the very end. And remember to hit that like button, let me know what you guys think of the course, and I will catch you in the next one.